Hey guys, RedRipers here, and today I'm going to show you how you can manually download covers for games that you can then use in USB Loader GX. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be manually putting the covers that we want to use onto either the SD card or the hard drive that we have for our Wii, and then once we have the covers on there, pointing USB Loader GX to the correct directories for the types of images. So first things first is we're going to come over from the Wii, and we're instead going to come over to a computer. I'm going to go over to a Windows computer, and now you need to decide if you want the images to either be on the SD card or the hard drive. It shouldn't matter which, you just need to know which one, so that then when you come to changing the file paths, you know which device to look at. So I'm going to go over onto my Windows computer, and I'm going to put them onto my hard drive. So I'm going to take my drive that I have in my Wii, and I'm going to plug it into my computer. So now hopefully, as you can see, I now have my SSD that was plugged into my Wii plugged into my Windows PC. So at the minute I only have a WBFS folder, and in addition to that we're then going to be bringing this covers folder onto it. So the general guidance for how you should have your covers set up is to have a covers folder, and then inside of that have separate different folders for the types of covers that you have. So for example, if I open up my covers folder, in here I have a 2D folder, a 3D folder, a disk folder, and a full folder. So inside of the 2D folder are the 2D covers, inside of the 3D folder are the 3D covers, inside of the disk is the disk covers, and then inside of the full, it is the full covers. So I would recommend you do set up your folders like this, and if you do not already have the images that you want to use, if you come to a website such as gametdb.com, you can download them from here. So for example, on this game here, you can download all of these images by right-clicking and saving them, and then putting them in the correct folders. So the way the covers work is they use the game's ID to decide what cover you should have. So if you don't know what ID a game has, there should be a link in the description to a video that I've made on how you can tell what ID your game is. So now we've gone over that, we're now just going to copy the covers folder to our drive, and now we have the covers folder on our Wii hard drive. Again, if you was on your SD card, it would be the same. If we just check that these are all there, as you can see, the drive now has the covers on it. So now I'm just going to remove this drive from the computer, plug it back into the Wii, and restart it. Right, so now the Wii has been restarted and we have the drive plugged back into it. We now need to change where USB Loader GX is looking for our cover photos. So to do that, if we come to the settings, and then we come across to the custom paths. So if we come on custom paths, and now we need to change the locations of the 3D cover path, the 2D cover path, the full cover path, and the disk artwork path. So if we just first start with 3D cover path, so if we press on it with A, and then if we press up on the file up here to go back, and we just keep going back. Now if you had put these files on your SD card, you would just need to come all the way back to the root folder wherever you had put them. However, I have it on my USB hard drive, so I'm going to come over onto USB 2. And now hopefully, as you should be able to see, I have my covers folder here on my USB. So if we press on covers, and then we were doing the 3D cover paths, so if we select the 3D folder, and we click OK, that path has now been changed. And now if we do the same for the 2D cover path, so again I need to come over to my USB, go to covers, and then 2D this time, then full cover path, so again USB for me, covers, and then full, and then finally the disk artwork, so disk artwork path, again USB for me, covers, and then disk, and then OK. So now if we go back, as you can see, it is now looking on our hard drive for the disk covers and has applied them to the games. So guys, hopefully that worked for you. If you liked the video, don't forget the like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. Subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you another time. Bye.